Morning, afternoon, and night, it's CBS 42 weather around the clock. Now, the latest forecast from the CBS 42 Storm Team.
Good evening, I'm Chief Meteorologist Dave Nussbaum here in the CBS 42 Storm Team Weather Center, and we are watching for a significant severe weather event as we head into Friday night, Saturday into early on Sunday morning across central Alabama. Giving you an idea of what we're talking about here, we are looking at a damaging wind threat of 70-mile-per-hour winds. Tornadoes, some of them could be strong, and even a long track tornado can't be ruled out. Some large hail up to golf ball size, and heavy rain expected across the area as well too. So what you should do now, just be prepared. Have your severe weather plan ready to go. Have multiple ways to get your weather warnings. Weather radio, obviously that's the best way to get it. Cell phone would be good. Make sure it's fully charged before we get these storms coming in. And have helmet and shoes ready in your safe place. But the big takeaway right now is to stay informed. Don't panic. Right now, we've been through these many times, right? I've been here for a little over 4 years now and seen significant severe weather. In my career, over 20 years, seen plenty of severe weather. We've been through many of these. We're going to go through this one together, and I'll be with it here with you every step of the way as well, too. So just be prepared for this. This one could be a significant one, so we're going to have to watch it very, very closely. It's going to occur in two different rounds. The first round, Friday night from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. on Saturday. This round will have scattering of storms out there as the line comes in from the west and some storms moving in from the south. These could be strong and severe, containing damaging winds, possibility of some tornadoes as well. So we need to watch this. A lot of this will be during the overnight hours. So that's why you need to have alerts to wake you up. Then the more significant one will be likely noon on Saturday until midnight, early Sunday morning, with individual supercells. And these can produce those strong long-track tornadoes we were just talking about. Now, the thing is that it's all going to depend on what the morning storm situation looks like. If we have significant coverage of storms, a lot of heavy rain, and not much in the way of any kind of sunshine, plus the severe weather, that may rob the atmosphere of a lot of energy. Now, the question will be, can it recover for the second round? That's something we'll be watching very closely once we get through Saturday. All this will start off there near St. Louis with a moderate risk up there, but notice we get to a enhanced risk for western part of Alabama to slight and marginal risk. This is going to be overnight into Saturday. So this product goes from 7 a.m. Friday to 7 a.m. Saturday. So during that time frame after 9 o'clock is when these storms will come in when you wake up on Saturday morning. And then Saturday, we're at a level 4 out of 5 moderate risk across central Alabama here, level 3 to the east. Regardless of the range you're in, we all can see those strong tornadoes as well as some damaging winds with these storms throughout the day on Saturday. So the high chance of damaging winds and tornadoes is in the forecast. Medium chance for hail and heavy rain during that time frame as well. And one product we look at is wind shear, and you also look at instability. The last couple events we've had a ton of wind shear. Remember how windy it was the last severe weather event? Well, this one not only has that, but it also has the instability, which the other events were lacking. Hence, we had more damage from winds than any tornadoes. This time it's going to be both of them, and that's why it could be significant. And you can see here, when you start seeing those purple colors and the reds mixed in here, that is where we start to have more of that higher shear instability coming together. This is 5 o'clock in the morning, so that's where we could potentially see some tornadoes. Maybe a little lull midday, but notice we start seeing them popping back up. Birmingham, Columbus, Mississippi, back toward Tuscaloosa, and well back into Mississippi. That's where the worst of it, I think, is going to be. But these storms will work their way into Alabama. Now, you notice the colors getting a little bit lighter, which means the instability and shear going down a little bit by 7 p.m. on Saturday. So that would be something to watch. But overall, though, there's plenty there to keep those tornadoes going all the way till dark there on Saturday. So here's what it looks like on Futurecast as we are talking about Friday, 6 p.m. Notice the clock there. Pretty quiet. Going out to dinner Friday night, no problems there. But we are going to watch after we get to 9 o'clock these storms developing near Tupelo to Starkville, Mississippi. They'll work their way on in after midnight and watching these storms coming up from the south and also watching these storms here popping up. These could be severe. We're talking tornadoes and winds and maybe some hail with them. Now, as we go forward throughout the day, watch the little lull here by lunchtime. Notice the winds, though. 22 gusting to 35. That's not thunderstorm winds. Those are gradient winds. But notice these individual cells cells back into Mississippi here, back toward the western part of Alabama. Those are the supercells that could be producing these tornadoes. Working the way into Alabama by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, continuing on into 6 o'clock there. You notice them stretching all the way back down to Meridian, Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Coleman. These individual cells we'll have to watch extremely closely, and we will do that here, the storm team. Heading to 9 o'clock, they're still going to continue, although forming more of a solid line versus a broken line. And then eventually by 11 o'clock and beyond, they'll work their way on into Georgia and out of Alabama, which the severe weather threat will then come to an end. So obviously that's going to be a very, very long day here on Saturday across central Alabama. So tomorrow, Friday, we're looking at a warm day, mostly dry, late in the night into Saturday. That's your weather alert into early Sunday. Then Sunday, cooler, breezy. Monday for St. Patrick's Day, looking nice. Tuesday, lovely, 75 and sunny. I think that's a perfect day. Another round of scattered storms, maybe a couple strong ones on Wednesday. We'll have to watch to see how that plays out after we get through that Saturday's event. So again, recapping, you need to be weather alert as we hit to 9 p.m. Friday until midnight on Sunday. We're looking at 2 different rounds of severe weather, one Friday night and early Saturday morning, and Saturday afternoon and evening. Now, we'll have to wait and see how intense they get for the second half of it, but right now the second half, the second round, would be the one with the more intense thunderstorms. So be prepared. We have plenty of time to watch this. We'll get more updates from the high-resolution models tomorrow, and we'll continue looking at the latest updates for you and giving them here on our website, on our social media pages, and of course on CBS 42. Have a great night and stay safe and prepared.